The power of reading for improving English skills. Let me ask you something. Do you read in English? I don't mean textbooks or grammar guides. I mean real reading, stories, articles, books that make you feel something. If not, you may be missing one of the strongest ways to improve your English. Reading is quiet. It's slow. It doesn't feel exciting like speaking. It doesn't feel active like listening to music. But don't be fooled. Reading in English every day, even just a little, can change everything. It can help you speak better, write better, and even think better in English. In this article, let's explore why reading is so powerful, how it works inside the brain, and how you can use it to grow your English skills, step by step. First, let's understand something important. Language is not just grammar. It is not just vocabulary. Language is rhythm. It is feeling. It is structure. And most of all, it is input. If you don't hear or read enough English, it is very hard to speak it naturally. Reading gives your brain the input it needs to build English from the inside. Let me tell you about a boy named Yusuf. He was from Egypt and had never left his hometown. His school taught English, but mostly with boring textbooks. Then, one day, he found a small book in English at a used bookstore. It was a story about a boy and his dog. The words were easy. The story was fun. Yusuf read the whole thing in 2 days. Then he read it again and again. Something changed in him. He started to understand English more quickly. He started to guess the meaning of words. He started to feel the flow of English. He didn't know it, but his brain was building English like a house, brick by brick. And the bricks were words and phrases from that little book. This is what reading does. It gives your brain examples, hundreds, thousands. You start to see how sentences are built. You see the same words used in different ways. You learn not just what English means, but how English works. In 1988, Dr. Stephen Krashen, a famous language expert, studied the effect of reading on language learners. He found something surprising. Students who read a lot, just for fun, did better on grammar tests than students who only studied grammar. How is that possible? Because reading gives you natural examples, and the brain loves examples. It remembers better when it sees words in real situations. Think about this. If I show you the word run on a vocabulary list, you might forget it. But if you see run in a story, like she ran into the forest, her heart beating fast, you remember more. You remember the meaning, the feeling, and even the sentence pattern. This is called context, and reading gives you context all the time. Also, reading helps you learn the chunks of language. These are small groups of words that go together. For example, we say make a mistake, not do a mistake. We say take a nap, not have a nap in American English. These are not grammar rules. They are patterns. And the more you read, the more your brain collects these patterns. There's another reason reading is powerful. It's safe. There is no pressure. No one is judging you. You can go at your own speed. You can stop and look up a word. You can read one page 10 times if you want. This freedom helps your brain relax. And when the brain is relaxed, it learns faster. Let me tell you about another learner. Her name is Maria. She was from Colombia and wanted to improve her English for her job. She was shy and didn't enjoy speaking in class. One day, her teacher gave her a short English novel. At first, she found it hard, but the story was interesting, so she kept going. After 2 weeks, she finished it. She felt proud. Then she read another one. Slowly, her vocabulary grew. One day, in a meeting, her boss asked her a question. She answered with a phrase she remembered from a book. Her boss smiled. She was surprised. She didn't even think. The words just came out. Why? Because reading had prepared her brain. This is how reading works. It fills your mind with phrases and ideas. Then, one day, you find yourself using them without trying. Some people ask, should I read easy books or difficult ones? The answer is simple. Start easy. If a book feels too hard, it will only make you tired. If it's too easy, you might get bored. So find something in the middle. something you can understand, but that still gives you new words. This is called comprehensible input. Dr. Krashen also talks about this. It means you learn best when the material is just a little bit above your level. So how much should you read? You don't need to read for hours. Even 10 minutes a day is powerful, but do it every day. Make it a habit. Read with your morning coffee, read before bed, read on the train, read when you're waiting in line. These small moments add up. One more thing, read what you enjoy. If you love mystery, read mystery stories. If you like love stories, read romance. If you enjoy facts, read news or short articles. The best reading is reading that keeps you coming back. You will not remember every word, and that's okay. Just enjoy the story. The words will come back again later, and your brain will learn them little by little. In 2015, a study from Finland showed that students who read for fun in a second language had better speaking and writing skills than students who only studied the language. The reason is clear. Reading builds a strong foundation, and from that foundation, everything else becomes easier. Reading also helps with pronunciation. You may ask, but reading is silent. How can it help my speaking? Good question. The answer is rhythm. When you read, you see the natural shape of English sentences. You start to feel where the stress goes, where the pause comes. If you read out loud, even better. Your mouth starts to match your brain. You train your speaking muscles without pressure. Let's go back to Yusuf. After reading many short books, he started writing his own short stories in English. At first, they were full of mistakes, but he didn't stop. The more he wrote, the more confident he became. Today, he teaches English to children in his town, and he still tells them, "The best teacher I had was a small book in a shop." So what can you do now? Choose one easy book, something short, something interesting. Set a small goal, maybe 1 page a day. That's it. Read with curiosity, not with stress. Let the words flow into your mind like water. Don't stop for every unknown word. Try to guess from the sentence. If you really don't understand, then check the meaning. But always return to the story. The story is your guide. It carries you forward. After reading, take 1 minute to reflect. What happened in the story? What new words do you remember? What sentence felt nice to you? This helps your memory. It also gives you ideas to use in your own English. In the end, reading is like planting seeds. Each sentence you read is a small seed in your brain. At first, nothing happens, but over time, the seeds grow. They grow into understanding, into confidence, into fluency. You don't need to understand everything today. You just need to keep reading. Every day, 1 page, 1 story, 1 quiet step forward. Because the truth is this, if you want to speak beautiful English someday, you must first read it. Let books become your teacher. Let stories become your practice. And soon, without even noticing, your English will begin to bloom.